Are we really talking about detangling again? Like, I didn't think that I had anything else to say about detangling on this natural hair game. I thought there would never be another innovation or different thing that I would do. But here we are with a video talking about detangling. Hello everyone, Kayla here, and this is What the Kink, a natural hair channel where I share my personal hair journey and tips, tricks, and product reviews to help you with your own. I do want to call this out. My hair is not done, okay? Because people are going to be looking like, what's going on? It's not done. I'm in the middle of drying it, you know. But I'm going to film this video anyway. So, of course, like I said in the beginning, we are talking about detangling here. And the reason why we're talking about detangling is because about 2 months ago, I stumbled upon a video by African Hair God. Not stumbled, I'm subscribed. But he is a licensed cosmetologist, which means he does a lot of other people's hair. And so anything that he's talking about as far as technique or recommendations has been done on tons of other people's hair as well. So he had a video about how to, get your detangling faster, how to do your finger detangling. And I watched the video and I was like, okay. And then in the video, he said that this is one of his thicker haired clients. And so y'all know that that spoke right to me in my heart. I was like, I have thick hair. Let's try it out. Bet, right? So before we get into his technique, I do want to talk about where I'm coming from because you guys may have had a similar routine to me as well. My previous routine was one in which I would section my hair into 4 smaller chunks within a big chunk. I would rake through 2 of the fourths individually, and then once I got those 2 done, then I would take my brush and holding it vertically and brush through, twist it, and then start over again. Finger detangle, then go through and brush. So that routine took me between 15 to 20 minutes depending on how tangled my hair was. Prior to that, there were additional steps of thumb smoothing. I called it the thumb thing back in the day. And then followed by like taking my hair apart, kind of like one would play the harp, and then doing the finger combing, and then doing the vertical brush. My previous technique did take a little bit longer than that 15 to 20 minute mark. It was more of the 20 minute, almost consistently the 20 minutes, and then I got it down to the 15 to 20 minutes and thought that I struck gold until I saw Narada's video and said, let me give this ish a try. So I'm going to link his video, of course, but if you have not tried it, what he is doing is basically doing the thumb thing and stopping, okay? I used to do the thumb thing back in the day, and let me tell you, the thumb thing works. It does work, but I didn't know that you could just do it as the detangling method and then come in with your brush. The thought never occurred to me. Something that it killed me that this method included something that I used to do. So, basically what you can see him doing is he's taking a half of a quadrant, and he's doing the thumb thing, basically smoothing the hair all in the same direction. Once he gets the hair nice and smooth, then he comes in with the brush. Of course, he also does the vertical brush thing. I feel like everyone does that now, right? And then he goes through. As I do it, like my personal description of it, I find that I'm feeling for all of my hair to be going in the same direction. Sometimes if it's kind of, especially if it's hair down here, I can feel like a little section where it's like together, it's hanging out, and so I will open up my hair or pull one section up and out kind of. That almost always undoes whatever tangle situation is going on. And then I also find that throughout this process, I'm removing shed hair. I am getting shed hair out of my hair so that when I do the brush, it's not going to be in the way and it's not going to wrap around the hair that's still attached to my head. Another thing that I'm doing is I'm feeling, especially at the root areas, wherever it may be thick. I don't have better words to say what I'm feeling for in that instance, but like thickness, where it's just, I just know. Typically when I feel super thickness at the roots, this is when my hair is a little bit more tangly. And so I will then just separate, open up the hair and smooth in smaller sections if I feel that level of thickness. But that, like I said, that's just when my hair is tangly and it's not a normal basis. I don't believe I've said at this point, but I have been doing my hair, like after Narada put this video up about 2 months ago, I started doing it shortly afterward. So I have been doing this probably a month and a half or something like that. So I do want to share my observations of using this method to detangle my hair. First of all, the hair fall, okay? So I know some of you guys may be thinking, like, with this method, you're probably not getting all the hair out, so on and so forth. I found that doing this method, I do have roughly about the same amount of hair fall as I had when I did my other more time-consuming methods. The only difference, though, is kind of funny. It's different as far as where the hair is located. So when I did my old methods, a lot of the hair would be in my fingers and on my hands, and then a little bit of hair would be in the brush when I would go and brush through. Well, with this method, there is not that much hair on my hands, not much hair coming out at the ends when I'm detangling, but most of the hair is in the brush. So when you combine it all together and be like, this is how much hair I lost, it's the same amount of hair. It's just that where the hair is different with this method. Also, as far as hair loss afterwards, like when I'm styling my hair. So you guys know that I style my hair in very small rows that are much smaller than the sections that I detangle my hair in. And there is a little bit of hair that comes out when I style my hair as well. It's just extra shed hair just trying to further make its way out. And I do rake through my hair as well in these very small sections. And I found that the hair fall and that point of the regimen is pretty much the same as it would be typically. So it's not that routine is not getting the hair out. And I also find that I'm able to rake through my hair just as effortlessly as I did with previous methods. So overall, I am getting about the same results as I would get from my regular detangling method. And so at this point, one would wonder, well, what's the point of doing this? What's the overall advantage? And the big advantage, y'all, is the time. Oh my gosh, the time. So previously, as I told you guys, my typical routine is 15 to 20 minutes. You can see me fully detangle from beginning to end in a lot of my older detangle and talk videos. A detangle and talk video is going to be about an 18, 20, sometimes even more minute video because I am fully detangling my hair. I put up a detangle and talk recently in which I was doing this detangling method, and that whole detangle and talk video was a 15-minute video. 15 minutes. And that is because this routine, when I'm not filming anything and I'm minding my own business, when my hair is super not detangled and the quickest it can be, 8 minutes. 8 freaking minutes. Mind blown. And then when my hair is more tangled, like there was one time where I had to it was kind of thick at the roots in a lot of sections, and I was like really taking more time to detangle. That detangle session was 12 minutes. So this is taking me somewhere between 8 and 12, so we're going to average it out. This is about a 10-minute detangle routine. Period. Okay? If that ain't an advantage, I don't know what is, because we all have better things to do than to spend forever and a day on our hair. This routine has basically chopped the time it takes to detangle my hair in half. I never saw it coming. I never thought that this was possible. Am I going to continue doing this? Heck yes! I don't think I'm ever going back. What's that song? Never going back, never going back. No, you can't. Okay, Sissa knew what she was talking about. But y'all, I can't act like this stands alone. There is a reason why I'm able to get away with this type of detangling method, and that kind of has to do with how I wash my hair before I get to the condition and detangle step. Everything is cyclical. Everything matters. So I am going to link my detailed shampoo routine so you can see how I'm constantly smoothing my hair as I wash it to prepare it before it even gets to the detangle step. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe. I post videos every week, and I will talk to you in the next one.